Ever wondered if the places you read about in the Bible are real? Can you actually walk where historical figures walked thousands of years ago? Well, today we're embarking on an incredible journey back in time. We're going to explore 18 biblical landmarks that have withstood the test of time and still exist today. From ancient cities to sacred mountains, these sites offer a tangible connection to the stories that have shaped history. So, grab your virtual passport and let's get started. First up, number 18, the Western Wall in Jerusalem. Also known as the Wailing Wall, this is one of the most sacred sites in Judaism. It's the last remaining outer wall of the ancient Jewish temple, which was destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD. Millions of people from all over the world visit each year to pray, leaving written prayers tucked into the cracks of the ancient stones. It's a powerful and humbling place, buzzing with centuries of faith and history. Next, at number 17, we have the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, also in Jerusalem. This church is built on the site where many Christians believe Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. It's a massive, complex structure shared by several Christian denominations. Inside, you can see the Rock of Calvary and the tomb itself, known as the Edicule. Stepping inside feels like stepping into the heart of Christian tradition. Coming in at number 16 is the Sea of Galilee. This isn't a building, but a massive freshwater lake in northern Israel. In the New Testament, this is where Jesus is said to have walked on water, calmed a storm, and called his first disciples, who were fishermen. Today, you can take a boat ride on the very same waters, look out at the surrounding hills, and imagine those ancient scenes unfolding. At number 15, we find ourselves in Bethlehem at the Church of the Nativity. This church is built over the grotto, believed to be the birthplace of Jesus. A 14-pointed silver star set into the marble floor marks the exact spot. It's one of the oldest continuously operating churches in the world, having survived invasions and empires for over 1,500 years. The sense of history here is absolutely profound. Number 14 takes us to Mount Sinai in Egypt. This rugged, desert mountain is revered as the place where Moses received the Ten Commandments from God. The journey to the summit is a popular pilgrimage, often done overnight to witness a breathtaking sunrise. At the foot of the mountain sits St. Catherine's Monastery, one of the oldest Christian monasteries in the world, housing priceless ancient manuscripts. Let's head to number 13, the city of Ephesus in modern-day Turkey. Once a bustling Roman port city, Ephesus is mentioned several times in the New Testament. Today, you can walk through its stunningly preserved ruins, including the Grand Library of Celsus and a massive theater that could hold 25,000 people. For number 12, we're visiting the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. This prominent ridge east of the Old City is mentioned frequently in the Bible. It's where Jesus often went to pray, and it's the site of the Garden of Gethsemane where he was arrested. From the top, you get one of the most iconic views of Jerusalem. The slopes are covered with ancient olive trees, some of which could be thousands of years old. At number 11, we explore the Jordan River. This river holds immense significance in both the Old and New Testaments. It's the river the Israelites crossed to enter the Promised Land. And most famously, it's where John the Baptist baptized Jesus. Today, there are several baptismal sites along the river where pilgrims come to renew their faith in the same waters. Number 10 brings us to the Pool of Siloam in Jerusalem. This rock-cut pool was recently excavated and confirmed to be the biblical site where Jesus healed a blind man. For centuries, its exact location was debated, but archaeological finds have now brought this New Testament story to life. It's a remarkable discovery that connects a physical place directly to a specific miracle. Next up, number 9, the Via Dolorosa, also in Jerusalem. The route winds through the narrow streets of the Old City, marked by 14 stations, each commemorating an event from his final journey. Walking this path is a deeply moving experience for many pilgrims, following in footsteps that changed the world. At number 8, we have the ancient city of Capernaum on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. Known as Jesus' own town, this was the center of his ministry in Galilee. He taught in the synagogue here and performed many miracles. The ruins of the ancient synagogue are still visible, built on top of the very synagogue from Jesus' time. You can also see the remains of a house believed to be the home of the Apostle Peter. Number 7 is Mount Nebo in Jordan. According to the Old Testament, this is the mountain from which Moses saw the promised land before he died. From the summit, you can see panoramic views stretching across the Jordan Valley and, on a clear day, all the way to Jerusalem and Jericho. A modern sculpture of a serpentine cross stands at the top, symbolizing both the serpent lifted up by Moses and the cross of Jesus. For number 6, we travel to the Qumran Caves. These are a series of caves near the Dead Sea where the famous Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. These ancient manuscripts include the oldest known copies of books from the Hebrew Bible. The discovery was one of the most important archaeological finds of the 20th century, providing incredible insight into the religious texts and the people who wrote them over 2,000 years ago. Number 5 takes us to the ancient city of Jericho. Claimed to be one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, Jericho is famous for the biblical story of its walls tumbling down after the Israelites marched around them. Of Jericho contains layers upon layers of history, showing evidence of settlement stretching back 10,000 years. Coming in at number 4 is the Garden Tomb, located just outside Jerusalem's old city walls. This is another site that some Protestants believe could be the place of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. It's a peaceful garden with a rock-cut tomb that matches the biblical description. Whether it's the actual spot or not, it provides a quiet and contemplative place to reflect on the events of Easter. For our top 3, let's start with number 3, the Temple Mount, known in Islam as Haram al-Sharif. This elevated plaza in the old city of Jerusalem is home to the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque. In Judaism, it's the holiest site, the location of the first and second temples. The history here is incredibly complex and layered, making it one of the most contested and revered religious sites on earth. Number 2 is the city of Nazareth. This is the town where Jesus spent his childhood. Today, it's a bustling city, but you can still visit key sites. The Basilica of the Annunciation is built over the traditional site of Mary's home, where the angel Gabriel appeared to her. Nearby, the Church of St. Joseph is said to be built over the carpentry workshop of Jesus' earthly father. It's a place where you can connect with the early, quiet years of Jesus' life. And finally, our number 1 biblical landmark that still exists today is the City of David, located on a narrow ridge just south of the Temple Mount. This is the original site of ancient Jerusalem. This is where King David established his capital over 3,000 years ago. Today, it's an active archaeological site where you can explore ancient tunnels, like Hezekiah's tunnel, which was engineered to bring water into the city, and see palace ruins that bring the stories of the Old Testament to life. It's the very foundation of the city that would become central to 3 world religions. From ancient city walls to sacred waters, these 18 sites are living history. They remind us that the stories we read are rooted in real places, with histories you can still touch and see. What an amazing journey! Which of these landmarks would you most like to visit? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible explorations. See you in the next video.